County Jail. To accept this call, press 5. To refuse this call, hang up now. To block this call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
What's up, man?
Hey, buddy, thanks for answering.
Man, the last 3 times you called me, I was driving, then I was getting the stuff scanned in, and
Yeah.
I was going to actually email it to those assholes tonight, but I just checked my drive, and I had to go and scan it in downtown, this big-ass fancy thing, and I didn't get all of the evidence scanned in, so I got to go back and rescan tomorrow. But I'll send it out to the ass tomorrow before lunchtime in an email. Now, your package has been sent out already.
All right.
It's supposed to arrive on Friday. So
Now, in the morning, I got to go to a preliminary hearing, and I've already told her a few things that, and she said she was going to call you today, the public defender, but she wanted me to plead guilty, and I told her, hell no.
No, so Randall, that woman ain't calling my ass. Okay, they already researched my ass and looked my shit up, and that's why they shut your phone down. Put your phone down until they figure it out, whatever, and then they look my ass up, and they know that they can't do shit to me unless they want to get the federal government involved. And if they want to get the federal government involved, they can call Marietta Parker or Tara D. Moorhead. Those were the 2 prosecutors that caused me to learn and screwed up my family to be able to do what I'm doing right now, okay, and put me on it. And now they got disbarred a few years back for throwing people under the bus. Lamont McIntyre, he ended up spending 21 years locked up in jail because of her lies, Moorhead's lies, and now it's coming out that Moorhead was doing cocaine and doing all this other shit. So anyway, I ain't, they ain't calling me, and there's no reason for them to call me. Okay, they need to let your ass out, and then you can handle your own business. They know I'm not an attorney going to, I don't. I'm not a deal taker.
I was telling her my legal was like, well, you know it's against the law to practice law without a license. And I said, well, believe me, I got that covered.
You got a license, as a matter of fact. Oh, I'm going to send it in with you. I got one too. I got it off my website, winningcourtnow.com. Okay, there ain't no license to practice law. On the Swear versus the Board of Examiners, the Supreme Court rules that nobody can license to practice of a law. So all they got is a bar card, and that don't mean shit. And statutes and codes are not valid laws. Don't have enacting clauses, titles, or bodies, and therefore the state court shit. They're just mad because they're not going to be able to respond to a damn thing that you file because we use federal case law and federal acts, which are how you're going to bring some of the ways you're going to bring criminal liability to the table, in the shit that we file. So they can't respond to federal case law, which is a check down situation. Let me know if you need some more time. So the counterclaim that we put together, we added them as parties to their own case, and you're filing a RICO counterclaim for false arrest, false imprisonment, fraudulent concealment. Now, fraudulent concealment tolls the statute of limitations. Okay, it tolls the statute of limitations. On any statute of limitations, any bullshit they got on the table, bam, it's already whacked right there at the gate. And then you're going in under 42 USC and separation of powers. Foreign Agent Registration Act is a federal law that all violating because they're not registered as a foreign agent. And if the judge and the prosecutor didn't even file a notice of appearance. I'm sure that she didn't because they never do, because they think they don't have to do shit. But anyway, and so that's going to be your counterclaim that you file in their case, and it's I don't know how much time you got, so we're just going to scroll on down. I got it up here. I'm showing it to everybody tonight, but they're going to have to. Okay, now you're also going to be filing a demand to dismiss for lack of jurisdiction, fraudulent concealment, and violation of your constitutional rights. So you're demanding the shit be dismissed, and you can tell them that. Actually, I can email them this. I'll email them this. I have the actual documents, and I number the pages so they can't be jacked with 1 of 5, 5 or 1, 2 of whatever. But the evidence is real thick. All that shit they had and them pictures jacking you up for somebody else's case. They pulled you. They jack and they don't even have enough sense to change their shit. Okay, to lie on their paperwork. They put right on there that that the reason they issued you the citation had to do with the traffic drug task force, not because you was driving impaired or any of that shit. And then so you're also coming in with a demand for writ of habeas corpus for immediate release from unlawful detention and void jurisdiction. Randall Martin declares an unconstitutional emergency. The unconstitutional emergency forces them to move that shit up to the higher court immediately, and it's what it's supposed to do. Okay, and they're supposed to strip away the freaking administrative bullshit that you're going through. Statutes and codes are not valid laws. Don't have enacting clauses, titles, or bodies, and that's pretty much in a quick the basis of. Now that's not all that we're sending you. I'm sending you a list pending this lien, and once your stuff gets filed, you're doing the RICO action against them. The list pending this lien gives you an opportunity to put a lien on the courthouse, on that shitty-ass jail place where you're at, or whatever. You can put the lien on whatever you want. You just need to have somebody you're going to have to have the legal description of whatever it is, because you're going in and you're going to be asking way more money than what they're going to be able to have. So we're sending you I'm sending you in the list pending this lien. And the other thing that I didn't think about right now, but I need to add, the preservation document you file with RICO. And when you get out, you'll file your RICO in federal court, because state court just bullshit. We ain't filing nothing in state court. But we're doing this stuff so they all can then, if they want to keep playing, then we'll go ahead and file it in federal court and then do that. But I don't think they want to keep on doing it. I don't know. We'll see how they want to play. They have a hard time getting punched in the face. Okay. And I think you having a hard time getting punched in the face too, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm ready to get out of this place.
Well, not only are you going to get out, you're going to be an opportunity to hold them accountable for what they did. Now, the other thing that I found out, and it was the reason why I didn't want to have the thing last night, was on all of on the websites that I looked at to find the inmate information, the mail for the inmates there, they have the zip code wrong on 4 sites that I looked at. And and that's why y'all ass ain't getting no damn mail down there. I know they ain't getting no mail, not very little, because my shit went through because they know me. And when they looked and said, I copy and pasted that shit and taped it on the box. So it wasn't no way I made a mistake, because I already been through this. And then I get down there and Lay's like, she looks at me. I said, okay, Paul, it could be fraud. And she's like, not past me. And then she looked it up some kind of way and figured out that it's supposed to be, I think, 1-5 or something, whatever. It's not what it's supposed to be. It's 157, it's 132 or something. I don't know. But it ain't right. And so she corrected it, and the system still wouldn't take it. So she forced it through. She said, I'm forcing it through. Look at you go. She's like 75. She told me she was not having it. Oh, so that's something we need to add to the thing, Yeah. People can go, all these families. Oh, the other thing that you need to be doing in there is decreasing the value for them wanting to keep your ass in there. Okay. So how you do that? You have all these people contact their people and have them go to winningcourtnow.com and get the prosecutor lawsuit package, because that's what I'm using to do all this shit. And they can get in the course and the online courses and the study groups that we have and learn how to deploy it, because I don't really do this for everybody. But
man, I got lucky. I tell you, I appreciate you.
Well, I'm glad you're already in the program with the stopping the foreclosure shit. So otherwise you would have been way down on the list. So I appreciate your business.
This place right here has took everything that I own away from me. You know what I mean? My house.
No, Martin. It's not that place. So that's the state of Georgia. And then these corporations that, Sheriff's Office and Robert Lane, all them people, and Angela and Lanuna and Nola, and I'm reading these names off of your stuff. So it's already on the way, but I got to go back and email this and get all of the stuff in one file. So when I send it an email, because I'm very thorough on what we do around here, Bro Say Lawsuit Center, and our team has been excited. Now we're helping another guy, Dr. Gary. He was in federal court dealing with trying to stop the income tax evasion. And he didn't listen to the team or the coach. Neither one of those two want him to go through the sentencing phase of things. They scared him because they threatened his wife. So he was, but he was going to, he didn't call me back, told me, oh, I think they're going to, I can get probation. I'm like, dude, he won a judgment of $22 million from the chiropractic board or something. The state is really pissed off at his ass. I was texting him yesterday morning. No, dude, this is not, they're really mad at you. And somebody's got to pay that note, just like somebody's going to have to pay this bill for you when they let your ass out of there. Okay, those people that brought that shit to the table have to pay that shit. Yo, it ain't going to be us, though. That's just, when you play with the snake, program, you say you play with fire.
Preliminary hearing, whatever that is, I really don't even know what that is.
Well, they just trying to run you up and fuck with you because they already, I tell them the legal team they'll already have the shit right here. They won't be signed they don't really need their evidence because they already got a copy of their shit. So yeah, no, I'll email this over to you, man. I just pulled the thing up tonight. I didn't realize I didn't get all the evidence on there. All right, well, you already know, man. You're in agreeing to nothing, so it's just preliminary bullshit.
And email that so
Oh,
they'll have it.
don't worry.
Thank you, or something. Okay.
Not early. Okay. Oh yeah, we just got off the phone with Randall calling in from jail, and then we got this little thingy right here. Okay, so that was pretty cool. Got to get his stuff over to him so he can take care of his business over there. Hi, Natty. Righty. Hey, people here from Rumble. I'm excited. Welcome. That's cool. Yeah, so we've been over on YouTube, but they've been shadow banning me and giving me a hard time and not wanting to talk about some stuff that we need to be talking about to help protect us. So, I think it was Eddie. I know. I'm getting old. So we're over here now. And so welcome. I had a thing set up to do this and I posted it earlier, but I was clicking some things and then I don't know, I think I deleted it. I don't know what happened to it, but I had to really make it real quick. But that's all right. I'll learn how to get it done. Oh, okay. Well, I tried Odyssey and I still have an account over there, but they told me a couple of times that they did take me off for me to take them off of my stream. So I do have an account over there. It's nice to bring in traffic everywhere, but I need to be someplace where I did open up an account and check them out, Eddie. So that's just so. And I still have an account now, but when I started talking about Rico, TikTok, bam, threw my ass out the back door. And it was not even playing. Anyway, so yeah, we were here tonight. We got the phone call. We got a phone call from Randall, who's at the detention center in Paulding County in Dallas, Georgia, I think is. And so he's facing false arrest, and so and we was already helping him with saving his property, so we already have a connection. So, and we're gonna see how that rolls. No, I'm gonna email him over this thing when we get done with the stream, so they'll have his day. They try to rush him into a preliminary hearing. And that's just where they do the ritual to beat wake your ass up at freaking 4:30 in the morning. And start doing all this shit to have you over there. And then to get you over there, it's freezing. Been there, done that. We're going to send him something that he can use. Okay, so we had some action earlier. In Henry's case, he went down to file some stuff, and they gave him a hard time. Let's see if he's still up. Okay, so guys, I got Henry on the line here. So not yet, Henry, not yet. I haven't got you lined up yet. I got to turn there. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
She went and got her supervisor, and that's who you was on the phone. And ruffled them pretty bad. So they was playing hot potato with the phone, but they ended up walking away. It was hot.
We do that. I need to know, like, if I'm on speakerphone and they can hear me,
Yes, sir.
You need to let me know, because I almost said some things that, I don't care, because, I'll say, but, I may not want to, like, really piss them off really bad until the end if I need to do that, But at the end of the day, like I said, we're not going to argue. If that's their position, then we're just going to add whoever's in charge to the thing.
When you was asking, was he a judge? And well, you're not in a position to make a ruling on the paper.
Yeah, he got offended, and then he told me I'm a clerk.
Right.
And I'm like, judicial or administrative? Oh, then he said, well, I can't talk to him, whatever. Well, that's only because I'm not agreeing with you and going and sitting down and you're full of shit. So that's the way that. So I think that's good. I mean,
I did get the copy of the
yeah, I saw that.
docket sheet, right? The docket sheet, but she didn't print on that what I filed today. That was what I noticed. But it keeps saying I was served certificate of service. I didn't even get that. That happened on October the 6th. But
well, no, we don't. No, dude, right. we don't care nothing about nothing. The only reason that we got the docket sheet is one, so I can see what the hell they've done if they tried to do anything. Because, like I said, they can't respond to the shit that we're filing. Not in my head. And two is that we'll be taking that if we need to federal court and filing that shit and using that docket sheet to show that your due process was violated yesterday. Right. Instead of worrying about what happened 10 years ago and all that shit, or last month.
Right.
And so that's kind of what we want to use that for. And then you came in with the RICO shit. So the next thing that we're going to do is the preservation thing. And the preservation thing, the document for preservation of all the evidence and all of that shit, that's the shit right there that let them know that their property is about to be seized because of the RICO filing. Okay. And so we wait until last. And if they act like they're going to argue, when you put that on there, I would just leave it and turn around and walk away. Because apparently it takes them a few minutes to figure young lady talking about the rules. No, I'm not following no rules that aren't connected to the Constitution.
Right, that's what you told.
No, we're not doing that because that's what we're doing. That's what y'all were doing, and y'all ready to throw shit in the yard. So we're not doing that. I mean, as a coach, and the league team ain't doing either. I mean, it don't take a whole lot of punching in the face over and over and over before people start figuring some shit out. All right, young man. So I would have my family members. I'd have everybody call down there at least once a day. Find out if they dismissed your shit and sent you the shit saying it's dismissed. Yes. Now, I would say they're thinking, I don't know. So as a coach, if they didn't take the counterclaim and they didn't take temporary restraining order, but they did take the thing to dismiss it, then that would tell me that they're doing the check down. Right. I don't think you want them back up.
No, not at all.
So you need to finish their ass off. And if they don't give you that dismissal, you tell them. Your legal team already said if they don't do something by the end of the week, then we're going to be in federal court. But before we do that, we're going to let them know that we're going to be seizing their shit with the RICO. Sir. And you can, you tell them, I don't know, my legal team said something about RICO because that's what we're and seizing stuff. So I'm sure they saw that. It could go away, I think.
Yes, sir.
Well, when we get to that point, then it's going to be up to you. Because you suffered. Right. And so when it comes time to get it, it'd be like that. You should already know what you want. But, I would, I'd probably screw them just a tad. Oh, just a tad bit. Because you know what? They always come to the table like they still running the damn. Maybe they won't now. I don't know. But that's the way yeah. All right, young man. You still in your house?
Yes, sir.
How many days has it been?
It's been about 3 weeks now.
3 weeks. That's kind of what I had. 3 weeks past the time they said the sheriff was coming to throw shit in the yard.
Right.
Well,
all right. Thank you so much.
I hope they decide to, to let you know that shit is dismissed because I don't know. I think maybe I should be paying you for help. All right, young man. Good night. Thank you for taking my call.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That was fire. We getting some shit done. Or not me. Henry's getting it done. I'm just over here hiding out at an undisclosed location, cleaning. I'm cleaning. That's what I'm doing in here. My opinion on the e-filing system. I don't know what opinion. I don't use that shit. I never e-filed anything. I drive my happy ass down there and stick it in their face. I want them to see me. So I don't know about it. What I do know is that if your shit is hot, then they can screw with you. They can send it back without even having a conversation. They was trying not to let L.A. Henry file anything. He said we got him pretty riled up. Well, that's how that shit goes. Anything that's fast, man, is not, And like for me, I need that file stamp copy. I don't care. I'll go down there. I need that file stamp copy. Because when you do this stuff the other way, I don't have control over shit if I got my file stamp copy. Shows what time I filed it and everything. They can manipulate anything that you send through the electronic shit. That's my opinion. So, okay, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. This is like my second stream today. So we've been like getting some stuff done. Then we talked to some friends from some of my new friends from Great Britain. And you guys see that new commercial that we got. That thing's pretty cool. Thank you guys for the value of sharing your time. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. My sinuses are about to kill me. I'm going to have to go get in a hot tub, go to the gym. Okay, I'm out of here. The boss, I'm off duty. I'm going to the gym.